Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to my sewing lair. On the board is a finished baby quilt. It's 37 by 37. I used leftover pinwheel blocks and then set them on point by putting them in an economy block setting, which meant that I did two round robins of triangles to get the size block that I wanted so that I could maximize the four pinwheels that I had. To keep my work simple, I just cut plain squares for the alternate blocks, and I used the alternating flipped colors so that I could create a contrast and have what you see here, I think, a very pleasing quilt. I needed more than just the 3 by 3. I had originally had enough to do 3 rows by 4 columns, but it messed up the center square, and I can always find an alternate use for those particular blocks. Just put them in something. Um, but the border here was initially going to be 4 patch blocks, but they were too big and I didn't like the way they looked. It looked too clunky and I didn't like the scale of it, so I basically cut them in half and created rectangle blocks. So I cut them in half lengthwise and created the rectangle blocks that you see here. And I think that that did a really nice job framing the quilt, and it's something that I'll consider using in the future. So that was a nice experiment. So again, 2 colors and using an alternate setting, and I think you can see how the economy block method gives you a lot of real estate for not a lot more work. And using up my scraps, I've got a really nice baby quilt that I will be happy to give to somebody. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope this gave you an idea too, something you can do with some leftover blocks that you might have.